From yesterday, we are using Excel as our source data. Now let us see SharePoint. If you're comfortable in Excel, you can use Excel, but I recommend SharePoint. SharePoint is more secured compared to Excel. Excel is not that much secure. Excel doesn't have more flexibility. So I recommend to go with SharePoint. Now what are we going to do is, let us say a small approval. Let us create a small table. I want to create a SharePoint list. Maybe the title, or I can ignore the title. Maybe the title, instead of title, we can say employee number. So instead of the title, let us put an employee number. And I want the employee name. And I want the department name. I want the request type. And I want the amount. So this we are going to create it in a SharePoint list. After creating in the SharePoint list, we are going to create a forms for this. We are going to create a small form in Power App. And we are going to connect everything together. So when I click on Power App, it should come to Power Automate. It should do some calculation. It will do some action. Then it has to be stored in SharePoint also. So you can take any example. I'm taking a small example. Maybe the employee number, employee name, what is the department? Department can be choice and request type. What is the request type? So this is and amount. So this is what we are going to do in SharePoint. And we are going to create a Power App from SharePoint and connect it with Power Automate. Finally, we are going to link it and we are going to create an approval form also. We are going to create an approval form and we are going to do this. So let us do one by one. So first let me create a SharePoint list. I hope you are aware of how to create a SharePoint list. So let us open SharePoint. I think your company name.sharepoint.com. There will be a SharePoint available, and maybe there will be a small difference in my system and in your system. You may not get the same screen as a SharePoint because SharePoint may vary from company to company and screen to screen also. So let me go to the new tab and I am opening my SharePoint. So it will be your company name at sharepoint.com. So I have a msofficetrainer.sharepoint.com. So please do open that SharePoint. Instead of using a Excel list, we are going to use a SharePoint list now. So I'll click on the SharePoint. And maybe let us, on the left-hand side corner, maybe the screen may not be similar. The screen may vary from your company to my screen. My screen will be different. Your screen will be different. So here I can see on the left-hand side, there is an option called as Create. So most of you would have been aware. But still I will do this, create. Click on this, click on create, the plus symbol. So you can click on the plus symbol available here. Or you will see there is a new option available here also where you can create a list. Here also you can use this, or you can see the list is available on the left hand side. Create a new post, new page, new site, new document, spreadsheet, presentation, notebook. So now we are going to create a list. How we are creating a table in Excel. So here we are going to create a list. So let us click on list. So we are gone to SharePoint. Under SharePoint, we are going to create a list. And we are going to create an employee request form. Employee going to request something, buying a new laptop. He is going to request and we are going to send approval for it. So we are going to link all the three softwares together now. SharePoint, Power App, and Power Automate, all the three. So first I am going to create a list in SharePoint. So let us open it, yes. And create a list, and there is an option called as list. If you already created list in Excel, we can import it here. In CSV, you can import it here. Or already in another SharePoint, you can import it here. But we are going to create a new list. New list. Create list. List. And what is the name of the list? Let us say employee approval form. I'll always prefer to as a prefix. Okay, I will put it as a suffix also. Employee approval list. Create. Click on create. So I'm creating a list in SharePoint. You can do it in Excel or you can have any other databases also. Advantage of SharePoint is online and it's more secured compared to Excel. Excel, anyone can edit it, anyone can modify it, but SharePoint is more secure. That's why I'm using SharePoint. It's taking some time. If you want to do it in Excel, how we did it yesterday, create a table with column headings and make it as a dynamic table. But here I think it's, for you it would have been created. For me it's taking some time. Wi-Fi, come on, very low. Very slow, that's what. Normally this will happen only after 3:30 every day. But I don't know now it's happening now itself. 3:30 to close the session, they will reduce the Wi-Fi speed. Here I don't know why it's happening now. No, I cannot connect it to DT. I connected to DT guest. I cannot connect it to your. It's not possible. Let me 1 minute. I will switch off and reconnect it again and I check. It's very, very, very slow. Cancelling and recreating it again. Employee approval list. Ah, at last. Okay. Now we are going to add a column. Let us say there is a add column available here. After coming to the list, you have an option of adding the column. So just click on add column. And what is the column to be? The first column which we are going to add is employee number. Title is already default, it's available there. Maybe I want to add one more, employee number and employee name. For you, I think employee number, employee code or anything. So let us add a text here. Next. And this is my employee EMP. I put it in a short form, employee number. So it's an employee number. What is the description of it? Whether it's a very big line or whether it's a shorter one. So let us say the single line. Any default value? No, it's not a default value. Calculator value? Yes, we can use some calculator value. I will explain what is that calculator. We can calculate and we can put a result also here. So as of now, I'm not doing any calculation. So employee number, it's a single field text. Or if the employee number is totally a number, we can put it as a number. But we are not going to do any calculation with this. So let it be a single line itself. So save. So there is one column created called as employee number. And another plus. And the next column is once again the text. It should be EMP name. Save. Second column. And third one is add a column. There is an option called as choice. You can do a choice here or you can create a choice in your Power App itself. So let us create it in Power App. Next. And department. Next. 3 columns has been created. What is the next one is? Whatever you want to make it as a mandatory, you can make it. You can click here and you can go to the column settings and you can edit it. Look on that column settings and you can edit. And if you want to make it as a mandatory field also, you can make it as a mandatory required field. Required, the column contains information. You can switch on that required. Required means the information has to be entered. You cannot leave empty. You cannot leave empty. You can make it as a required. So required, that column contains information. It should have some information. So whatever the column required, you can make it as required here. So how do we edit this? Go to the column here and the employee number should be required. So go to the column settings and go to edit. Under edit, you can go to more option and you can make it as required. Required, this column contain information. You should enter something here. It cannot be empty. And even the employee number can be repeated in request form. Same employee can have multiple requests also. So this should not be switched on. In employee master table, you can switch on this. Same employee number should not be repeated multiple times. For the employee approval, one employee can have multiple approval. So I think that's no here. The employee number, employee name, a department. What are all the things mandatory? Make it as a required. And then add a column. Request type. Okay. So next is, that's also a text. I will make it as request type. Same thing. Request type is mandatory. So yes. I think we have one more column. Amount. What has happened? Request type. Add a column. Amount. What is the amount of? Assume that I am going to buy, if I am going to send a request for buying a new laptop. So what is the cost for it? Better is currency. Because we want a currency format, right? So better to put it as a currency. Don't put it as a number. So don't put it as a text. Number is also okay, but currency, so that we can have a currency also, currency symbols. So better we can put it as a currency. Currency format, I think it's a United States. Let us make it as India. Okay, if it is required field, I can make it as this 1000 separator, minimum. You can see there are validation, minimum value, maximum, minimum you can enter this, maximum you can enter this. These are all the advantages of using SharePoint. If you are using Excel, you can manually have to create a validation. So this field is also required. Let's say save. So we have created a SharePoint list. So we have created some SharePoint list which is having some employee number, employee name, department, request type and amount. So like this you can create a list. How we are creating a table in Excel. Now we are going to fill some fields here. And one more thing I am going to add here. One more thing which is not part here. I am going to add maybe the text. Next I am going to add approval status. Whether my thing is approved or not approved. Whether it's still approval is pending or whether it's approved or not. So I'm going to add an approval status also. Still it's on process, it should say me on process. It's pending means you have to say pending. Whether it's denied means denied. Whether it's approved, we have to say approved here. So I'm adding one more column here. So approval status. Initially it can be empty also. After approval only I will get approved. Initially it can be empty. So I'm not making it as required field. So we have created a form. Sorry, we have created a list. Other than this approval status, all the things we are going to create it as a form. We are going to create a form here. So and submit it. And it should come to Power Automate. It should come to Power Automate and it should send the approval. If it is approved and I want to get the approval status that it's approved or it's not approved means it's denied means I want to say it's denied. So we have created a table now. Yes. Who are already aware of Power App, you can open Power App. Who are not aware, you can open Power App. Same process how we did it for Power Automate. Make.powerapps.com. Make.powerapps.com. Just to open any web browser, make.powerapps.com. Please open make.powerapps.com. So go to a web browser, make.powerapps.com. So let me open a web browser here. Make.powerapps.com. Enter. How we opened Power Automate, the same process we are opening Power Apps also. I already made this as my favorite, so it's available. You can open a new Power App also. Environment is very good. Check whether the same training environment is selected here. I don't know the environment name. You have to tell me that. DICV, ILC something, HR. Open that environment. Now we are going to create a small app. Who are all aware of Power Apps, you can do this. Who are not aware, just watch here. We'll do it step by step. Not the in-depth of Power App, it will take another one day. So we'll see small things. So let us create a small app. There are various methods of creating app. Create app from blank, split screen, slide bar, header, footer. And last four, don't do this. Last four, don't do this. This is an app created through a Dataverse. What is Dataverse? You can create a table inside a Power App also. Instead of Excel table, instead of SharePoint table, you can create a table in Power App. That Power App table, you can use it for creating an app. So don't use the last four. You can use any one of the first four. I will go with the blank. I will go with the blank Power App now. So let us click on the blank Power App. And what is the type of, what is the screen layout for this Power App? Responsive, tablet size, or a phone size. I'm going to publish this report. I'm going to send it to my employees. How they are going to open it, whether they are going to open it in a mobile phone or they are going to see it in a tablet, or responsive. What is responsive? If they open it in mobile, the screen will change accordingly. If I open it in laptop, the screen size will change accordingly. So responsive is better. So let us go for responsive screen. Based on your tool, it will change automatically. If you are using mobile, the screen size will change accordingly. So let us go for responsive. So I click on responsive. So it's opening an app now. Excel is a workbook which will have list of sheets. PowerPoint is a presentation which will have list of slides. Power App is an application. It's an application which will have list of screens. And it says, welcome to the Power App Studio. Create a form, create a gallery. Do you want to create a form automatically or you want to create a gallery? So maybe these are all the advanced level. As of now, I'm going to skip this. We are going to skip it. Okay. On the left hand side, you can see there is a tree view. This is where what are all the components you are going to install in this Power App will be displayed here. Suppose I'm going to put a text box. I'm going to put a combo box. I'm going to put something here. All the things will be listed here. So this is your tree view. This is your inserting of your controls, text box, option button, and this is the data. As of now, we are not going to connect any data. Suppose you want to connect the SharePoint data now, we can do this. We can add the SharePoint data here, but we are not going to do that. We are going to do this through a Power Automate. Through Power Automate, we are going to connect it, not through the Power App. So I'm not going to do anything here. And acting the variables and formulas, and there is a 3 dot, and you can see under 3 dot there is an option called as Power Automate. This is what we are going to use in another few minutes. So Power Automate, how can I bring the Power Automate here? Right, we'll do that. First we'll create a form. So let us go to the first button, tree view. If you are already in tree view, okay. If you are not in tree view, come back to the tree view. So come to the tree view. So under the tree view app, as I told, it's like pages. You'll have a screen. There will be screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, screen 4, screen 5, multiple screens. So as of now, we are in screens. Under screen, it says screen container. By default, Power App has inserted some containers. You can see there is a title container. There is a main header container, main container, footer container. If you want to insert something on the title, you can click here and you can put something on the title. But personally, I don't recommend to insert a title here, because when you insert a title inside it, moving and aligning will be a little bit tougher. So I recommend to delete all the containers. Better to delete all the containers. So let us delete the containers. I'm selecting the container. You could see that below the screen, there should not be any container. All the container has to be deleted. So let me try that. Select it, delete, select it, delete, select it, delete, delete. So plain screen, no containers. There is no containers, so I have inserted a plain screen now. If you have attended Monday session, this would have been easier. I don't know how many of you have attended, only 3 or 4. Okay, right. So now I want to put a title for this. Is an application. We are developing a small application here. So let us go to insert. I want to put a title for this application. Insert. Text label. there are two methods of inserting. You can see there is a insert available and there is a insert available here also. There is a insert here, there is a insert here. You can use anything as both are same. So insert text label. I want to put a label, title. Click on the text label. A text label is inserted. Go to the right hand side. You can see there is a properties available. The properties of the text label. If the properties is not visible, if you have unknowingly, knowingly closed that properties, that's our regular habit. Whenever a new menu open, we'll immediately close it. Correct? And the menu close we'll never see it. Our hand will go to escape and close it. So if you have closed it, no problem. There is a button available for activating the properties. So click on this to get the properties again. So click on the properties. Now what I will do is, what is the text? The text is, this is my employee approval. Here no problem, it's just a text, space, anything you can use. Approval form. And what is the font name and what is the font size? Let us make a bigger size, 28. Font size is 28. And I increase the height and width to have a better view. Yes. And I'll put it on the center alignment. Maybe bolder. Yes. Okay. This is the employee form. Then go to insert again. And we are going to insert some fields. What are all the fields is? Employee ID, employee number, employee name, department, request type and amount. So first let us add the employee number. So go to insert, text label. Go to insert, text label. The label is just to display. I click on the text label here. Right hand side, I am giving some text, employee number. Text label is a label, what you have to display. Now below this, I want to put an object where they will enter that employee number. They will enter that employee number. The employee number has to be entered here. So, insert. There is something called as text input. If you are not able to find the text input here, no problem. You can see there is an input option. If we expand it, there will be text input. Still, if you are not able to find it, go to the search box and type it, text input or INP. If you type INP, the text input will be available here, the text input. If you are able to find out the text input straight away on the top, fine. If you are not able to find it below that input or just type it here, text input. So click on the text input. And I place it below this here. And text input. I will explain that. You attended the session, so you are aware of it. Other people, I will explain that. Okay. Now, I recommend, as I told it many always, I recommend to have a meaningful name for everything so that it's easier for us to access, because we are going to link the text box to the Power Automate also. So we have to give some meaningful name. For this text box, I want to give a name. Right hand side, you can see properties. Under the properties, you can see there is a text input. This is the name of this box. Name of this box. So click here, go to the pencil symbol. TXTEMPNO. I'm giving some meaningful name. So this is the text box where the employee number has to be entered. So I'm giving some meaningful name for it. So we are giving some meaningful name. Enter. This is the name of the text box. And default text input. Don't give any default text input. Delete it. Delete it. Don't give any default text input. Delete it. Nothing is there in this text input. I have deleted it. Okay. Now, unfortunately, the text box is not visible. We'll do something here. I want to just preview the form, how this form will look like when I present it, when I open it on my screen, how this will look like. So like how we create a PowerPoint presentation. We'll create a PowerPoint presentation, then you have to run the slideshow, right? Same like you can click here for running the show. There is an option called as preview this app, play button. Click on this preview this app, play. Yes, this is how my screen will look like. My screen look like this when I send it to others. Maybe on a full screen it looks like this. The employee number is there. The employee text box is there. Here you will enter the employee number. The employee number will be entered here. So we are designing a small software application. We'll see about hint text and tooltip. I know this. Here the employee number has to be entered. But when I send it to someone else, they don't know what is the purpose of this. So I'll come out of this. There is something called as tooltip and hint text. In Word, Excel, PowerPoint, any software in the world, whenever you place the cursor on some button, suppose I place the cursor on save, it says this button is used for saving. And this is used for cutting. This is used for copying. Like this. Whenever my user is placing the cursor on this employee number, it should show a message. It should show a message. So, select this employee number and it should show a message and it show a hint. We'll see both. Select this employee number, come to this right hand side properties, display. Under display, if you scroll down under the display, there is something called as tooltip text. Go to the tooltip text and type something here. Enter the employee number. So I am giving in detail. Enter the employee number. What is the purpose of this? Is it required every time I have to run the form and check? Can I see the small preview here? I don't like to run the form every time and check it. No problem. You can hold the Alt key and place the cursor. You can see no need to run the form. You can see Alt key. When you run the form, when you place the cursor, it shows the tooltip. Enter the employee number. You can run it and check, or else just press the Alt key and place the cursor. A small mini preview. I recommend one more. Select this. There is something called as hint text. Select the same object, hint text. If you are giving tooltip or not, I recommend to give the hint text. That's always better. Hint text. Go to the hint text and click here. And I'm giving something here. Please enter the employee number. Maybe 3 dots. What is the advantage? What is the purpose of this? When I run the form, should have deleted the default value. When I run the form, you can see when you place the cursor, it will showing the tooltip, but on the text box itself, it's showing some message. Please enter the employee number. If I click and you can enter the employee number. Straight away you can click and you can enter. If you are coming out, it will show you the message. Please enter the employee number. So here we have to enter the employee number. So hint text is when you place the cursor, tooltip, hint text is literally displayed here. Okay. Let us add one more. Insert text label first. And right side bottom, wherever you want, you can add it manually here. And here I want to display the employee name. Insert text input. Text label is what has to be displayed. Text input is where we are going to give an input. Employee name. And I always recommend to give a meaningful name for that. This is TXTEMP name. Okay. So I recommend to have a meaningful name for each and everything. First text box I have given a name called as TXTEMP number. Don't know whether you are all following the same methodology. That's your wish. Second one is TXTEMP name. Just I'm having it in some other sheet just for my reference, because we are going to bring this to Power Automate. You have to know the column names, field names. And default value I delete it, and I'll go to hint text. Please enter employee name. Okay. What is my next field? Employee number, employee name. Next one is department. So the department has to be selected. Department has to be, I don't want the department to be entered. We have list of department. That department has to be listed. Even you can get it from some other file. If you have the employee list or the department list in some other file, you can get it also. But here we will bring it in a combo box. So let us insert text label. Insert text label. Once again the Wi-Fi. Text label for the title. Text label. And this text label is for department. The designing, the coloring, background, that all you do it. I don't want to take time on that. First is employee number, second one is employee name, third one is department. Department has to be selected. Department has to be selected, not entered. I don't want my user to enter the department. I want user to select the department. So go to insert, under insert, drop down. There is something called as drop down. We type DROP, drop down. Click on the drop down. Insert, drop down. And drop down, what has happened is it says when I use the drop down, when I bring the drop down somewhere else here, you can see, how can I see the mini preview of it? I don't want to run the app on Alt key and I click it. It says something like 1, 2, 3. I don't want 1, 2, 3. I want the department name to be displayed in this drop down box. So select this drop down, go to the top, items, under items, drop down sample. There is drop down sample. Go to the drop down sample, delete it. Go to the drop down sample and delete it. Open the square bracket. Where is that square bracket? Next to P on your keyboard. Next to the P on your keyboard, we have a square bracket. Double quotes. And type the department names. Comma, double quotes, type the department name, comma, HR. Sales and marketing. Both are in one department or different one? So, as of now, type 2 or 3. Later you can add it also. Drop down. Insert drop down. And go to the items. There will be a sample. Delete the sample. And put a square bracket and type the department names. Close the square bracket. Okay. You have to add another 2 columns. Instead of typing, can we get it from a table? Yes, of course you can get it from a table also. All the department names are entered in an Excel file. In a SharePoint list also you can get it. Time permits you see it. Done? Yes. So, I think another 2 columns are remaining. One is request type, second one is amount. Maybe I have some space on the right hand side, so I'll add it here. Insert text label. I'll put somewhere else here. I have some space on the right. And here it's request type. Insert text input. Sorry, one thing I forgot, I didn't give a meaningful name for this drop down. This drop down, I didn't give a meaningful name. It is drop down 1. You can have it as a drop down 1 or you can give a meaningful name. So I always recommend to have a meaningful name. Maybe DRP department. This drop down is for enabling the department, drop down. I'm giving a short form of it. DRP department. Always try to have a meaningful name for every object you are inserting. Next one, request type. Text, TXT. I'm putting it as text as of now. Request type. And hint text. Please enter your request here. Finish up the last one. The last one is insert text label. This is for amount. Amount in INR. Insert text input. TXT amount. Into text. And one more thing you have to do for the amount. For the amount you have to do one more. I have given a meaningful name and default value I deleted it. Below that there is an option called as format. Make the format as number. Make the format as number. So we are going to enter a number here. So it should be a number. Please enter the amount. Okay. I am playing and checking. Yes. Designing, aligning, you do it later. Done? Now, what are we going to do here is we are going to create one button, submit. If I submit, it should go to Power Automate. From Power Automate, we are going to send an approval. So we are going to send to approval to someone else. A particular employee from this department with this ID has sent a request. The amount is this. Do you want to approve it or not? So we are going to send an approval. And while approving, this has to be stored in a file. If it is approved, then we have to store whether the data is approved. If it is not approved, we have to say the approval is denied. So we'll do that. We'll create a connection. Before that, we'll save this Power App. We didn't save it as of now. So let us go to that save button on the right hand side. Right hand side, the last but one. From the last, the second one. Click on this save. And what is the name of this app? Let us say APP Employee Approval. This is an application for employee approval. Save it. You have to publish and you have to send it to your employee. You can share it only with within your Daimler team. You cannot share this application to outside your Daimler. Outside the Daimler, forms. Only Microsoft Forms. Within your Daimler, you can go for this form. App, sorry. Now one more thing we have to insert is insert button. Either you can insert a button or you can insert some icons. For example, I'll go to the search box and I click on save. This icon. There is an icon for saving. So if I click on this icon, submit. There is an icon for submit. I don't know whether there is an icon for submitting. If there is an icon for submitting, you can use icon, or you can go for insert button. Click on button. And I'll go here and change it to text as submit. Enter. So when I run the form, this is how my forms looks. So they will enter the employee number, they will enter the employee name, and they will select the department, and they will put the request type, and they will type the amount, submit. Put it to Power Automate, then SharePoint. We'll see one by one. That's what next process. Until then, we didn't do any action. We are just inserting the controls. Done? Until this. Because before submitting, you have to do one more. We have to create a flow. Because if I click, it has to go to a Power Automate flow. That flow has to be created now. Go to your Power Automate. Go to your Power Automate. Create. Here my request is don't give the same name. For me, no problem. I am in different environment. All are in same environment. So don't have the same name. Try to have a different name. Maybe a prefix or suffix with your employee number or name. Don't give the same name so that everyone will get confused if you are giving, because we are going to link it with that. All are giving same name, then you will get confused, which is your Power Automate. So try to have a different name. Maybe the name along with your name, employee number, anything. Try to give a different name. Don't have the same name. Don't have the same name. So go to create. Under create, instant cloud flow. Instant cloud, or you can say schedule auto cloud flow also. Auto cloud flow, there is instant cloud flow also. You can see straight away there is an option available. When Power App calls a flow. When Power Apps calls a flow. Yes. Either give a, or you can come there and create it also. No problem. So I'll go to the instant cloud flow. Give a name. I'm repeating it. Don't give the same name. Give a different name. Different name. As I told, prefix with your name or suffix or prefix with your employee name or number. Number is better. Because Because if you are within your environment, no problem. You are all in common environment. That's a challenge. That's why I'm asking you to give a different name. This flow is for employee approval flow. So employee approval flow. As of now, when you are doing it in a live data, no problem. But here all are in same environment. Either prefix or suffix with your number or a name. Some number, some name. So I'll put my short name. Yes. Okay. Or you can give any name, but prefer to have a different name. So two people having same name, then it will lead to a confusion. So when Power Apps calls a flow, when Power Apps calls a flow, create. Okay. Next. When Power App calls a flow, create. Click on this. Click on the first one. We are creating a Power Automate flow now. When Power App calls a flow, that means when I click on the submit, it will come here and we have to do some activity. Add input. Now we are going to link that input here. How we are linking the forms input here, Excel input here. Same like you have to link a input here. Input has to be linked here. Tell me what are all the fields.
Without manually running it.
No, we have to do this. Which Power App, which flow should run? We have to link it, right? Which flow? If I click, which flow should be activated? That's what I have given a name. We will give it some parameter, then we'll do that. Because that parameter is vital. So tell me 5 columns. First one is text. What is this first column? Employee number. EMP number. First input. Add input. Text. EMP name. Add input. Text. Department. Add input. Text. Request type. Add input. The last one. Amount. Number. This from yesterday we are doing many times. This parameters. So this parameter, whatever the things typed in Power App should be linked with this parameter. Instead of manually entering, it will be linked with the parameter. That's our next objective. Okay? Done? That's better than புரியும் அப்பதான் அந்த நம்பர் இந்த நம்பரும் கரெக்டா கனெக்ட் பண்ணணும் புரியும். This is not a problem. What I'm saying is this name is a challenge for us because you are all in same environment. கால் பண்ணும்போது ஒரே என்வரான்மெண்ட்ல இருந்தா அவர் நேம் யாரு கொடுத்தீங்கன்றது கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகும். அதனால தான் இது நேம் தான் சொன்னேன். இந்த நேம் நீங்க ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை கனெக்ட் ஆகும். You have to connect your Power App. Don't connect someone's Power App. Okay. Right. That's it. Now save it. Don't test it. Don't test it because we are not connected. It says flow should contain at least one trigger or one action. It's not saving because it said, hey, triggering is okay. You have to do one action. Temporarily, we'll add some action. For a time being, we'll just add action. Plus, and I'll put some action because it's not saving without an action. So I will post some message. Just for a time being, I'm just posting a message. Post a message in my chat or a channel. Just for a reference, I'm doing it. It's not required. Just later we will modify this or delete it also because it's not saving it. That's the reason I'm just adding some action. Some action. Without any action, it's not saving. some message. Now I think it should save. Ah. Okay. So now what we did is three things we have did. One is we have created a list in SharePoint. We have created a apps in Power Apps. We have created a flow in Power Automate. All the three. Now we are going to link one by one. Maybe the Power Automate is going to the interface between all the three. Right? Now go back to your Power Apps. So we have created a flow. Go to Power Apps. When I click on that button, that flow should run here. That flow should run. Before that, I have to bring that flow here. I have to bring the flow. So let us go to the three dot here. Three dot Power Automate. We have to link it now. We are going to link it. So we are going to create a link. Go to three dot. Click on three dot Power Automate. Power Automate. Go to three dot Power Automate. Do you want to create a flow here? You want to create a flow here. Actually, you can create a flow in, it's not required, you have to go to Power Automate. You can create a flow in Power App also. You can create a flow in Power BI also. In Excel also, there is an option of creating a flow if you are already linked it. So I'm not going to create a flow. We are going to add a flow. Add a flow. Yes. Here you can see my flow is available. So this is the flow which I have created. That's what I told. You will have so many flows. That's what I told. Try to have some meaningful name. Otherwise, you would have confused which is your flow. This is the reason I asked you to give a different names. Both are in same environment.
What you mentioned.
Sir, both are in same environment. Then it should. Or just refresh it and check. There is a refresh button here. And click it, that's all. Wait. Still not able to get it. Done. Now the last one. You move on or still refreshing. We're all facing a challenge. No one. You're also not able to get it. Or both are in same environment. Pretty sure. Then as he has told, refresh it and check. Different environment. So both should be in same environment. Always to without space and special character. Better to start with a text instead of a number. It's created in different environment. Unknowingly selected some other environment. Entire app has gone. You have to create an app again. And what is the purpose of creating separate environment? Okay. Now go to this submit. Click on submit. There is an option called as on select. There is an option called as on select, and here it says false. Here it says false. Go to on select and remove that false. And what is the name of it? Employee approval, that name. Select that submit. Go to the on select and type your flow name. Employee approval SSK run. Open bracket. Run open bracket. Text 1, text 2, text 3, text 4. 4 things. This input you have to send it there. That's the reason I kept it separately. I copied and kept it here. Employee number, employee name, department, and request. Why only 4? Text 1, text 2, text 3, text 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. 4 and 5th one is a number. Correct. Okay. So text 1. What is text 1 is employee number. For employee number, I have given a name. TXT EMP number. That's a employee number. TXT EMP number. You can type TXT. That's my methodology. You can give any name. Employee EMP number dot text. I think Power Apps training this we have covered. So whatever the text you are entering, I am sending it to my Power Automate. Whatever the employee number I am entering, I am sending it to my Power Automate. Employee number, comma. Next one, TXT, employee name, dot text. Second input. So whatever I am typing here, I am sending it to Power Automate. Same order. First employee number, second employee name. That's okay. Comma. Dot text. See whether your name is correct. Not number. What is the number? Whatever you are entering here, I'm that name, that text box name, you have to specify here. In the text box or a name, you specify pannu sir.
I don't have a name assigned here, so you can say. But நமக்கு employee number னு full detail
இல்ல இதோட பேர் என்ன கொடுத்தேன்? இதுதான் நான் பேரை ஷார்ட்டா கொடுத்து ஈஸியா அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டபிளுக்கு ஈஸியா. What is the name of that box? அதனால you would have noticed all the name of the box I stored it in separate area. அந்த நேமை நான் என்ன பண்ணிட்டேன், எல்லா இடத்துலையும் ஒரு தனியாக இதுதான் டைப் பண்ணி அப்போ ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டேங்க. ஸோ எனக்கு அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டபிளுக்காக எல்லாத்தையும் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டேன். அதனால ஐ சேவ்ட் இட் இமீடியட்லி. I didn't complete it still. I'm waiting. I didn't complete it fully. First 2 தான் கொடுத்துருக்கேன். இன்னும் அடுத்த 3 கொடுக்கணும். Drop down with there is one more change. That's why I'm waiting. seen only 3 or 4 people from Power App is here. That's how you have to do it in Power Apps. Day before we did this. Still it's not over. Wait, I'm waiting. I'm not. Hmm. I have prefixed with the text for my understanding. That's all. Yes. Shall we move on or you want me to wait? No, that's what I'm waiting. No. Wait. I don't know what is the name. I'm waiting for others to complete. Yes, shall we move on? What is the name of the drop down? I think I have given a name. I have given DRP department. So DRP department. Here one challenge is the department name is not entered. We are not going to type it here. If it is typing, we have to say select text. But this is selected value, not the entered value. So what you have to do it is dot. Power App we did it. Selected dot value. Drop down dot selected dot value. This is how you have to do it in Power Apps. This we learned it in Power App training. Because it's a combo box. Text box means no problem. Text input is no problem. Name dot text. Name dot text. Drop down is drop down dot selected dot value. This is how you have to specify. This is how you have to specify. If it is a drop down. Other two things are same. Comma. TXT. Next one is request type. Request type dot text. Comma. The last one. Amount. TXT amount. That's why I'm giving a name. TXT amount, TXT request type to understand what is the same name I'm giving here. Dot text. Except the drop down. All the other things should be text. But it's a text box. It's a text box. The name of the text box is text box. We are entering. Close the bracket.
Amount is number.
But it is a text box. Always it will be treated as a text box. Even though it's a number, that box is a text box. Input, text input. Even though we are entering a text or number, or the box name is always a text. Wait.
We select submit.
We are not going to reset it.
If we select
After this, we can reset.
if we select submit, Power App will take all the input and then we cover automatically. So
We'll
today
see.
we are giving her command.
We'll do something here. Wait. Done? Yes. Time being, for your convenience, I'm later I will add it. I'm putting it to the next line. Okay. The resolution is good. That's why I'm able to see that. Okay. So now what I will do is save it. Let us, for a checking, I'll go to Power Automate. In the post message, let us remove this. I will put it here. Employee. Just I'm going to type and check whether it's working fine or not. Employee number. I gone to Power App. Post message. Just I want to post. I want to type something and I'm checking by posting the message. Here I want to display the employee number. Thunderbolt. Employee number. Then employee name here. Thunderbolt. Employee name. Department. Same Thunderbolt. Department. Request type. Thunderbolt again. Request type. The last one, amount. We'll create an approval form later. First we'll just post it and check whether it's working fine or not. I'm just saving it. Test. There is a problem. Are you getting an error or saved? We had to enter. Wait. I'm testing, running. I'm testing the flow. First I will test it. It's asking to enter the employee number. It is asking to enter the employee name, department and other things which we are not going to enter it here. We are not, just for testing I did it and I cancel this. Now after saving, what we have to do, we have to go to Power App and we have to run the form. How do we run the form? There is a run button available here. You have to go to preview and this preview, let me enter the employee number, some employee number, some employee name, department, request type, as I told you. What is the amount? Something. Submit. It has to go to, it should go to Power Automate and it should have sent a message in my Teams. You can see I got a message. Just for checking, I did this. The employee number, this is the employee number, this is the employee name, this is the department, this is a new laptop. So we linked two things now. Still it's not over.
The link Power BI and do some calculation also.
Straight away you can do it. The data, after the data is stored here, based on that you can create a report in Power BI. We can bring the Power BI report in Power App itself, or you can open Power BI separately also.
Okay. Why didn't you share the data in the list?
That's your wish. If you don't want to share, you can leave it. I want to store it. Store panamutadu, okay.
That is for only for
Our purpose.
Any functional.
Nothing. I want to whether they have sent some approval, whether it's approved or not. I want to show that. I want to see the data future. That's all. If you don't want to save, no. No, I told you we did it only two, not yet done. All the data are submitted. We didn't do that. Yes. Time is running. Now come to Power Automate. Just for a checking, what I did is I just checked that when I enter something in Power App and I click on Submit, I checked whether that is working or not. I think it is working fine. Perfect. It's working fine. It has gone to Power Automate. If we share this, how do we share this file? This file, how do we share it to others? If you want to share it to your employees within the Daimler, you cannot share it to others. You cannot share it to others. First thing what you have to do is you have to publish this report. There is an option called as publish. So there is a button called as publish. You have to publish this report. Publish this version. What is the name of it? What is the icon? You have to publish this forms. This forms has to be published. This application has to be published. You can publish, no? Yes, you can publish. Publish it. After publishing is over, there will be one more option called as sharing. Click on share. And you can share it within Daimler. You cannot share it to other people who is not part of your Daimler team. You cannot share it to others. You can share it only within your Daimler team. Already have I cannot share myself. Share it to someone else. Name is your wish.
Sir, one question. So in Power Apps, we are giving some input, right? That name and the Power Automate name and the Power App name both are different.
On the parameter we are storing it. Even from the forms also we are getting something, we are storing it in a parameter. Same like we are getting it here, we are storing in a parameter.
I mean, how it is correlating?
Here we have given it, right?
Yeah, the
Here in the parameter, this first input, their first input.
Oh, okay.
Second input, third input, third. When it said a run, it opened by it said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth input is a number because there I selected a number. It is matching. No, we'll do that. Okay. Now come back to Power Apps. Flow. We didn't start the flow. At least before the break, we'll save this in SharePoint. Now, before posting this message into, if you want to post the message into channel, just for checking I did it. Now what we are going to do is just click on that plus, or you can delete it, or I'm clicking on the plus before that posting the message. I click on the plus symbol. Now we are going to add this to my SharePoint list. We are going to add it to my SharePoint list. Where is it? Create a list. There will be something called as create list. Where is the create list? We are in SharePoint, yes.
Create items.
Oh, create items. Where it is? I'm searching for it.
Create file also.
Not create file. Create items. Okay. Create items. Create items. You have to tell me what has happened last week. The same training, early batch people have attended, they are able to connect, but last week they faced some challenge in the security reason. I don't know whether you are able to connect it. You can just go to that site address and you can see it, or if you are not able to check it, you can come to this list. You can copy that link and you can paste it here also. You can copy the link and you can paste it here also. So I don't want to check that. I am going to select my SharePoint list. And what is the list name?
values match your search.
That's what the challenge here. What is the name I have given it is what is that name? You have to give your thing will be here. And that's what last session few people are able to do it. As last week they faced some problem. SharePoint மேல இருக்கு சார் லிங்க். The link is available on the SharePoint மேல இருக்குமே. அந்த லிங்க் தான் this link. That's a challenge. I asked someone to try that.
Only if it's been like actual hosted SharePoint, then only you can get it.
What we have to do then? So I told last session they are able to do it.
Same like environment.
You have to take your IT support. I think it should. Let's say the add items. Instead of create item, delete it. So you have to give get items. Get items is correct. Sorry, not get list. So if you are not able to share it on your SharePoint, no other go. Oh. So how to paste the link? Tell me to others.
Till TBDR underscore net, you paste in that.
Tell them how to do that.
Rest of it you delete, then it will come. Until TBDR underscore net, you paste it. The site address has a custom value, then it will come.
The option create item option.
Employee number, transfer product.
So explain to others also how to do that. SharePoint you have to check within yourself. Even I don't know. I don't know about your SharePoint.
Create item. The site address list name.
Site address and you have to select that SharePoint list which you have created.
And below that employee number also.
If you click on show all, then you have to connect it one by one. If you selected, for example, I am selecting something. You have to select that column. You have to select that column here. What is the title? What is the name? What is that? We have to link it with the Thunderbolt. You know that, right? Go to Thunderbolt. And employee number has to be linked here. Employee name has to be linked here. Title is not required. After mapping, then run the form. After mapping it, after suppose I'm selecting this, I'm selecting some other form here. Then you have to go to show all, then map all the names. For example, I am mapping it here. Employee name, Thunderbolt, employee name. Similarly, department, Thunderbolt, department name. Request type, Thunderbolt, the request type. Like this amount, you have to map the amount. After doing it, a status, don't do it anything on status because we didn't say whether the status is still approved or not. We didn't create an approval form now. We didn't create an approval form. We'll do that later. Now save it. You have to go to Power App and run the Power App. Go to Power App and run it. It give the employee details and other things. It should come to Power Automate and it should be saved in SharePoint. It should be saved in SharePoint. Check that. So go to Power Apps, run the form, click on Submit. It should come to, I think, I have posted. It should run the Power Automate, and then it should be stored. It has to be stored on your list. Make it as int, int. Have you passed it? Have you passed the value?
Able to leave it because it's
Have you passed that value? This mail list. Have you passed the exact values?
yes.
The name, correct and Anji, all the 5 values are passed.
There's no error in the Power Apps.
You have created the same parameter here. All the 5 parameters. For amount also have you created parameters?
Yes.
Then it should come.
That is nothing.
Sharp point.
That's why I left. That option is coming out for here. This text is coming here to form. This is the text, this text level one. I think I don't need text.
delete that and
You can give a message. It is submitted. We didn't give a message. Refresh it.
Don't keep it in your mind. Don't keep it in your mind. You have created your Microsoft. Just copy this something. You don't want to create it. Create. You add a new first. You say add a new. No, back. Add a new ID. Create new. Create new. Import new. Existing. Select new. Select the directory. Below some directory which is your directory. The logistics something is there. Logistics. Are you selecting instead of your own person? Then it can be accessed. Then it can be accessed because they are working it's not in my network. What's your person? I need to select mine and select any one of the share file and rename it. It's all of the yes.
Six now. I just need the last one. This is where I think till this text ended. Now same dot text. I will do that. I will literally do that.
Should be added.
This is it is basically our list has got created in our percentage. So directory
After level 7, I just need to close the bracket or what? Or like I didn't leave here.
changing the list. That is how you can
Value only means
Excuse me. Can you one minute directory matto? Because I cannot do that. This is your company's. Can you the directory matter? Can you explain that, sir? Can you show it to others how the SharePoint is not with me. Just he will say that SharePoint how to change it. And the last one we'll finish it off. I think this one you have mapped it. Let me very fastly map the employee number, department name, request type, amount. Show all. Employee name, So I'm just mapping it. It has to be saved. Okay. Next, instead of posting the message, we'll finish off this. Instead of posting the message, you can post the message or even you can delete it later also. Click on that plus. Just click on the plus and go to the action. Under action, you can see there is a separate process called as approval. APP. So there is an option called as approval. So please go to this approval. Below this approval, there is a standard approvals. Under standard approval, there is a create approval. There is a create and wait for an approval, create, wait for approval text and wait for approval. So normally people will create and approval. You have to create two action here. Instead, we can do it in one action. Start and wait. So I can start the approval until the approval is okay. This flow will wait. No problem. We can do this. Approval. So when an employee send a request, I want to send it to his head or someone else for the approval, whether he is approving or denying. So approval can be various types of approval. So I'll click on the start and wait for approval. When I click on approval, as I told, there are various types of approval. So let us click on this. You can see approve. Everyone must approve. Suppose I'm sending it to 3 people. I'm sending it to 3 or 2 people. All the 3 people will approve. Then only it will say approve. All the 3 people has to approve. Second one is, I'm sending it to 3. If first one is approved, if first person is approving, then the entire process is approved, which I don't recommend normally. I'm sending it to 3. If any one of the person, the third person, second person, who is approving first, it will take it as approved. Even other people are rejecting also, it will take it as approved. And there is one more thing called as, this custom approval I'll explain, custom response. Sequential approval. What is the sequential approval? As I told, first one, approve means I am sending it to 3 people, A, B and C. All the 3 people has to approve. So then only this will get approved. The next one is approve reject. I am sending it to all the 3. If any one of this, either A or B or C, anyone is approving, it will get approved. Sequential approval. What is the sequential approval? So I have a sequence. For example, I have A, then B, then C. First it will go to A. If he is approving, then only it will go to B. If B is approving, then it will go to C. If C is approving, then it will come to me and it say approve. Until all the 3, one by one, sequential approve. Here it's not sequential. Everyone should approve. First A can approve, then C, then B. But all the things should approve. All the people has to approve here. But here sequentially. Level 1, level 2, level 3. So you decide which you want. But I don't recommend that approve first respond. Normally we don't do that. As of now, I'll go with everyone must approve. As of now, I'll go with everyone must approve. Click on this, everyone must approve. And what is this approval title? So let us say I'll go to the Thunderbolt. I click on the Thunderbolt. Employee name has asked for as requested for Thunderbolt again. Request type. And amount is from department, that thing you can add. Thunderbolt again. And see more amount. Okay. And I am giving one more message here. Kindly approve. Right. So this part we are doing it. If there is a problem, I can put this before saving also. Put this before saving or after saving also. And assign to whom? Since you are all using Microsoft 365, you can assign it only within the Daimler team. You cannot assign to others. As of now, I am assigning to myself. I am assigning to myself here. So I am putting my own ID here. I am assigning to myself here. Yes. Okay. I have assigned to myself. Right. and other description, whatever you want to do, maybe details, he has given some details, or he has given some link attachment, or any other things that you can attach it here, description of that link, that part you can do it here. So this part is over. Now what I will do is, we have sent approve to everyone, and maybe time being, I'm not going to save it. Maybe I will put this below this approval, because so maybe I will drag this and bring it somewhere else here, or I will, time being, I'm deleting, I don't know that. Okay, it's not moving.
So we can copy paste.
Copy paste, copy the action, and I go here and I paste the action, and I delete this time being. Okay, creating item, you can save it if you want. You can save it. As of now, I want to check this, that's why I'm not saving it. So Power Apps, we did something, and then it will go to the approval, and it will ask whether they are approved or not. Let us see what will happen now. Or you can create a Microsoft form and you can send an approval also. I save it. What it will do is, it will do two things. It will send a mail, as well as it will send a Teams request also. It will send the two things here. Let me run and check. I'll go to Power App. I'll run the Power App and check what's happening now. I'm just saving and refreshing. I have said everyone has to approve. I'm sending it to 3. Anyone is approved, right? Is it okay?
Anyone of them is approved means okay.
That is your wish. I want all the 3 people has to approve. That's why I'm giving it here.
So the 2 means we can give 3 people.
3 below we can add 3. Now I'm running this form. Some employee ID, some employee name, admin, and what is the request? Something. You want to buy a new machine for some admin department, something. What is the approval amount? Submit. It is. I don't know whether I saved it. I didn't save it. Let me save and let me test. Because this standard approval, I didn't test it. Okay. Now let me run the form and check. Now what will happen is, since I have sent it to myself, so you will get a, here you can see in my thing there is an option appearing here. One person has sent an approval here. Where you can see it here, or if you go to the top here on your Teams. If you go to the top here, there is an option available here on the top. So you can click here. So you can click, or it will do 2 things. One is it will send it as a Teams link. Another one is it will send a mail also. If the same mail is configured here, it will send a mail also. Both will be there. So let me click on this activity. And now you can see one person has sent an approval here. So let me click here. It's an approval. So approval request details. It is showing the details and it will show you the details. As requested for upon what is the kindly thing you want to approve it or not. So you can approve or you can reject. Or if you are not the approval person, you are changed. I changed my department. I am not the approval person. So you can reassign it to someone else also. So I changed my department, I left to some other department, I want to change it, I can approve it to someone else also. There is an option called as reassigning. But let me click on approve. So if I click on approve, it will get approved. Okay, before clicking on the approve, you can even check this. What you have to do is you have to go to the flow, go to the Power Automate and go to the flow. After this, after sending an approval, still we are waiting. The person, as of now, I didn't click on approve. So now I'll click on this plus symbol again. I'll click on the plus symbol and I'll go to the controls. Go to the plus symbol, controls, condition. And let us click on this Thunderbolt. And I click here. There is a something called as outcome. Outcome. That means what is the outcome of my approval? What is the outcome of my approval? Click on this outcome and whether it is approve. I think it should be right, approve. So if it is approve, that means my approval has been approved by my person. So if I have given 3 means all the 3 as approved only, it will give it as approved. Otherwise until then it will wait. But I have given it only for 1. So if we clicked on approved, it will get approved. So what I will do is, if this outcome is equal to approve, that's my condition. If it is true, let me send a mail or let me post a message in my chat. I'll post the message. And once again, I'll post the message in my Teams link or mail. So, your request. Thunderbolt. What is the request type? What is that request type? Request type has been approved. Okay, so I'm just sending a Teams message here. And I'm saving it. So we have started an approval and we are waiting for the approval. It has gone there. That person is still not able to approve. I think we should have did this and we should have run the form. Okay, no problem. So let us go here and assume that my head or someone, they have clicked on approve. The form is submitted, approve. Now it will come to your Power Automate and you can see the message is posted here. It was approved. Yes. I think it is taking some time. So here I have given only my name only once. You can add multiple people also here. So first person, you can add the second person, you can add the third person. All the 3 as approved only, it will come to the yes part. If this is approved, then it will come here and then it will post the message or you can send a mail or you can save it in your SharePoint. It is approved. Or you can save it in Excel, anywhere else. So try to explore the other option. I said everyone has to approve or you can make only one person, first person can approve. Sequential, what is this custom approval is? It will say approve or the other things. I want to say yes or no. I want to say okay or something. So we can create a custom approval also. So custom approval, what is the approval name? So it will say, if it is approved, it will say approve. If it is not approved, it will say rejected. So, but I want to say okay. If it is approved, I want to say okay. Or if it is not approved, add an item, I want to say it is not approved. It means respond second. They will say, it will say okay or cancel. Instead of approve or reject, it will say okay or cancel. So okay or cancel. I can give a custom approval like this also. So instead of approving or rejecting, it will give a message for my end user whether it's okay or whether you want to cancel, or you can add. You can add some 3 or 4 items also. So these are all custom approval, custom response. So it will send a mail that whether it's okay or whether it's a cancel or whether reapprove or some other review. So you can add multiple approvals also here. So these are all custom approvals. Wait for all, or only one person has to respond. So one is all people has to respond, one is first person. The last one is sequential approval. Unfortunately, sequential approval, you cannot use the custom response. Sequential approval will be only for the so you can see here, first person who is going to approve, I can add what is the title and I can add the items here. First person assigned to one, maybe the first person I am assigning. Next, after the first person is approved only, then it will go to the second person. If second person is approved only, it will go to the third person. So sequentially it will get an approval. So third means the third. First it will go to the first person. We have to give a if condition here. Click on the if condition and you have to click here. The response, if you click on the Thunderbolt, there will be an option called as outcome. The outcome is equal to approve. If the outcome is approved, that means all the people have approved it. It will wait until all the 3 people are approving. Sequential. First person should approve, then second, then third. Post a message or whatever you want. Approve. The spelling should be right. A-P-P, A capital, A-P-P-R-O-V-E. If it is approve only, then it will come here. If you click on Thunderbolt, it should be there. Click here. Outcome. Or click on see more and check. It should be there. Where you are checking after the start and wait approval, right? After this only you are checking. Then that condition you will get this. Click on the Thunderbolt. Now check the spelling, capital. Third point is that got delayed.
Condition. And this is branches.
Because it started because it's shared that we have to go for the action. I was seeing
Before I do it, it got
okay. For you, it's clear. This is it correct. Maintenance equals power. Should be conditions. This should be switch and check. Somehow I was around 9 right? Gangrene.
Unfortunately, I didn't cover all the connectors here. Please explore all the what are all the connectors available. Please try to explore the other kind. There are you can connect SQL servers. If you want to get it from some other website, someone has asked for this. There is an option available, HTTP. If you want to connect it to some other website online, which is not part of your, if you have the permission for it, you can go to the HTTP and you can give that URL.
This approval status in forms for list, how it will come?
Approval?
Whether approval status, you have put a column in.
You have to say yes, sir. After true, what you have to do is you have to click on this Thunderbolt and you have to say update list. You have to give update list and select the list and it has approved. You have to add a column called as it is approved or it is rejected. Actually, we should have did it. Time constraint, we didn't do that. Update list. There is an update item. Update item, as usual, select that SharePoint. Select that list. Unique ID, if you have created that create ID, that unique ID will be displayed here under the Thunderbolt. Before that, you should have created the list. Have you created that item? Create item. Create item poningna, and then you will get that unique ID here. You have completed that all. Have you completed the post test? You have sent it. You have sent it. Post test feedback. Otherwise, they will mark you as absent. Create item will not be there. After creating only you can add the.
Status connect பண்ணனும்ல இங்க
Status is approved. Status is equal to approve.
update items தான் நம்ம status
ஆமா இங்க வந்துச்சுனா இங்க show all போடிங்கனா it will show you here is equal to approve or is equal to the response outcome. அவங்க என்ன ரெஸ்பான்ஸ் அப்ரூவ்டா ரிஜெக்டான்றதை அப்படியே சேவ் பண்ணி. ஆக்சுவலி வி ஷுட் ஹவ் டிட் இட். டைம் இல்லாதனால பண்ணல. அவுட்கம் So actually we should have did all this process and we should have saved it in SharePoint since
Also it should update.
update as rejected.
That also it should be out.